All right, welcome back to Living Fit's 2 Minute Tuesdays. Hope everyone's had a great start to the week, getting stuck into their health and fitness goals. Nice question this week. It's about walking and how it's, is it really beneficial for weight loss goals? So let's put 2 minutes on the clock. Should be all right. All right, so walking. All right, so at the end of the day, if walking is all you have available to you, or all that might be all that you're actually capable of doing, then by all means, please don't stop. Don't take this with a grain of salt. It's better than nothing. What I say after this, it's not to deter you from getting out and doing your walk. It's more to give you a basic understanding of how walking may not be the best choice in terms of your weight loss goals. All right. So with all that being said, here's the lowdown on walking in terms of calorie expenditure, etc., and if it's the best bang for buck for you. Okay, so if we take an average individual around about 68 to 70 kilos and they walk at a pace of 5 kilometers an hour for an hour, they're roughly going to burn around about 224 calories. Now this is highly individual, of course. So someone who is larger will generally burn more calories because they're moving more muscle tissue or more weight, etc. But as an average, you're going to burn around about 224 calories or around about 3.7 calories per minute. Take that same individual, 68 to 70 kilos, who runs 5Ks at a 6-minute K pace, which is pretty standard for a jog. They're going to burn around about 360 calories in that 30-minute period, which would equate to around about 11.3 calories per minute. So for the walker to achieve the same caloric burn would have to walk 1.5 times further, which would also be 3 times longer, because the runner went for half an hour, the walker went for an hour. To get the same caloric pace, they got to times that to 1.5 hours. So 3 times as long. So don't get me wrong, this isn't about running versus walking or what you're capable of. At the end of the day, you do what you can stick to. That's the most important thing when it comes to weight loss. Going gun-ho and then finish and not being able, or getting injured and not being able to continue to drop calories because you can't do anything is useless. Or going gun-ho and then falling off the wagon because it's not sustainable or maintainable, once again, useless. So if walking is all you have access to, then please don't let this deter you. If walking is all you have at your disposal, then please don't let this sort of mathematical equation deter you, because there's always going to be an inherent flaw with mathematical equations. Every individual is different, etc. But just once again, we're putting that into perspective from a time standpoint. To get the same calories that you would burn doing a moderate run for half an hour, you would have to walk for an hour and a half. Now, add that up. If you're doing that every day, that's 3 times longer. So you're spending almost 10 hours of your week, if you're doing it 6 days a week, walking, as opposed to, what are we up? 3 hours. Time is our most valuable commodity. And like I said, don't let this deter you if walking is all you have access to, or walking is all that you can do for health, bones, arthritis, etc. If that's all you have access to, then this isn't supposed to stop you from doing that. It's more for the people who think that the walking is the best option they have. From an energy standpoint, there's no argument. High intensity intervals will deliver the best bang for your buck, provided the high intensity intervals are done at the right intensities. Followed by weight training, followed by LISS or steady state cardio. But like I said, if walking's all you have access to, this isn't supposed to deter you from that. But a lot of people are out there walking thinking that it's going to give them these dramatic weight loss changes. And at the end of the day, your body is designed to be able to walk around all day. You're not going to burn a lot of calories doing it, but you are designed to do it. And remember, the more you do something, the more efficient you get at doing that task, which means each time you do it, you will burn fewer and fewer calories. This is why program variability and changing program design every 6 to 8 workouts is highly beneficial for anyone who's striving for body composition goals. At the end of the day, we need progressive overload or we need an intensity overload. All right, we need to change and then we adapt and then we change again. So if you are walking and walking is all you have access to, my best advice is to change the walk every 4 to 6 workouts, whether that be increase the speed, increase the distance, even changing the route. All right? Not only will it be better for your cognitive tasks, this goes hand in hand with the people, they say when people drive to work every day, they should drive a different way once a week to what they would do the other 4 days a week, because it will help improve mental clarity, your cognition, etc. It's like you learn a new skill. All right, you're always better off learning new skills as often as possible to keep the brain fresh. It's exercise for your brain. The same is true for your body. You need to modify, you need to change because your body gets used to doing a certain task. And as it gets used to doing a certain task, it gets more and more efficient at doing it, burning less and less calories. So, like I said at the beginning, this isn't to deter you walkers that's all you have access to. It's more to give you just some information in terms of walking might not be the most beneficial exercise modality for your weight loss goals, if it is, of course, weight loss is what you're after, or better body composition. In terms of time investment to get the same return, it's not favorable. You have to spend almost 3 times longer walking. And the same can be said for cardio as opposed to high intensity intervals. We won't get into that because this was more about walking, but cardio, just a quick segue, high intensity intervals require even less time to get the same return on investment. So I hope this has helped. I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope I haven't deterred anyone from doing their walking. That's not what this was about. This was purely to say, look, like I mentioned before, it might not be the best option for your particular goals. But if you enjoy walking, it's a great stress reliever. I know myself, I get out and do a lot of hiking. I don't do it for the exercise. I do it for the stress relief. I do it because I love getting out in nature. I do it to see something that I may not have seen before, or to come across something that you don't come across every day. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and we'll see you next week for 2 Minute Tuesdays. Thank you.